Boom! Check it out, dude. Wow, look at him, bro. X15s from MOFO. Oh my gosh, dude. You have to check this out. Absolutely worth it. We'll break them all down in the future. Right now, we're going to drive this thing.
What is up, crawler fans, RC enthusiasts, and social media surfers? I'm your boy Josh with Texoma RC, and that is X15 Maximus, the Grapist, Bare Bones Elite. What a name. Holy crap, dude. Look at him go, bruh. Are you kidding me? Thank you, Nick, for putting out a phenomenal product. We waited on these things for a long time. I don't know what we knew about these things for like 6 months since he started talking about it. I don't know. At least since he told me. Gee whiz. Great product. Super duper awesome. Before we go any farther, quick little deal. Make sure that you have Loctite on the screws for the knuckles to hold them in. You cannot tighten them all the way up and you will lose a screw and a bushing. No good. I already talked to him, messaged him, let him know that we need replacements for those ASAP. They do come in the brass C-hub kit. You get more screws and the little tiny bushings. There you go, dude. Just wanted to throw that in there. I already lost one. Just wanted to make sure that you do that and don't ruin your day. So I did put Loctite on mine. It still came loose because it doesn't. You can't tighten it all the way down. Just backed off like a half turn. Anyways, look at him go. So I have no planned path here. We're just going forward. We're testing this thing. I have just a little bit of time in the backyard to make sure that we're okay. Things that I did to make this work. For your link balls, I used the 1.6 millimeter screws, and I used an awl or a dental pick to make the hole slightly bigger just by pressing it down like on a table or whatever. You don't want to press too hard that you press the ball out. And then I used my driver on a drill, really an impact, but on a drill to be able to spin it fast enough. Also, you can, put pressure or whatever on the link ball with something to make sure that it doesn't spin. Once you get it through the first time, it's really not that big of a deal. I didn't have any issues on mine, but I heard somebody did have an issue. I don't know if they were trying the 1.6 or the 2s or whatever they were trying to use. I just used the 1.6. Also, you see I have the front diff slider, and my screw is going into that. So I don't even know if it's the right size screw. There was 1.6s and that's what I used. So works phenomenal. Works phenomenal, dude. So we will make sure that all these kinks are worked out. The X15s, again, were different. We were just barely running them, and I didn't make the connection that they were different. So, but these things are freaking rad. Look at the bare bones go. Phenomenal, dude. I pulled up on some lines that we do sometimes run, and I also mostly thought about things and hit lines that I have never hit before, never tried, just to attempt to put it through something different, to see what I could make it do for itself, not just following some already known lines that we already go on and can already conquer pretty easy. This thing can easily do anything any of my other rigs have ever done. It can easily do it. It's not even in comparison, not even close. It is the most freaking savage thing I have ever driven, hands down, by far. Wow. And we have insane flex. We have stability. We can go down. We're at 62,470.
I don't know what that was about.
I think that's right. We're at 62% front. We have no brass. I bought all the brass, or at least I bought some of the brass, the big knuckles, and Nick was nice enough, or Mike was nice enough, to send me all of the extras for the X15s. I will need to show all that stuff off because it's really freaking cool. Totally unnecessary for this build. Just the way that it is, with no brass, just the wheels. 470, 62 front, and watch the descent on this thing at, oh my gosh, at 62%. It may be one of my best descenders. Or at least it descends like it's got 60-40, bro. It's just so good. So just freaking stoked on these new parts. I really feel like the sliders, everything underneath, are basically where they need to be. We'll definitely check on that for the knuckles, and I think the diff slider, I think is where I want it to be. I might put some sort of like medallion or something on the very front. I think that would be cool. So that may be one addition, but as far as shape and whatever, I think that I got it to be what I want it to be, and pretty freaking rad. It's tucked. There's no like, it's as tucked as possible. That's the whole, like, very, very minimal. You know, it's one thing when you go to add sliders. I know I had, if anybody's been on the channel for a long time, look at this, dude. So freaking clean. Went up in an odd way. That's not the way we normally go up. So freaking good. So, but when you do like the sliders and stuff, anybody who's been around, I had the full body or full chassis diff skid, or full chassis skid all the way down out of plastic. And that was really cool, but like, I felt like there was times where it was in the way and whatever, it was unnecessary. So, you know, I basically captured all of the benefit of those with this, and I lost almost nothing, right? Almost no clearance, dude. So freaking rad. As you can see, the X15s already come with a steering link, a high clearance. Great freaking job, Nick, on your steering link, dude. Just where it's placed, how the knuckles work. Incredible in comparison to the Traxxas. The Traxxas does not hold a candle to this, so it takes all of the advantages that the Traxxas does have, and then takes all of the advantages that the SCX24 does have, and combines the two to almost no negatives. No. Just absolutely insane. And then I put these sliders on here, bro, and it's just nuts, dude. Just freaking nuts. Cannot wait to just go back out and drive and show off more. Like, dude, I got so much work to do, and all I want to do is go freaking play, bro. But we will stay busy, I promise. I am staying busy. I'm staying on task the best that I freaking can. I have, like, I don't know, a bunch of elites that are going out that accrued over the week, and just got to get them all cleaned and all going out. And, dude, just it's crazy having... I'm getting better, dude. I'm getting better. It's just so much I had to refine, and I'm really looking forward to, hopefully this week I can restructure, and I think that's really going to help me on my end. It'll help you on your end to understand what you want. And we are also in the process of just finishing up, cleaning up some of the parts just to make sure that they print better. I got the baby rats to print today with no supports. They look freaking awesome, dude. That means that there's almost like literally no cleaning, just checking them for me. And so that's just awesome. What is up? It does take a little longer on the printer. It probably is about the same amount of time. It's not really any faster because it has to go slow to be able to do it. But they look freaking rad, and it just is going to save me time, because that's part of the issue, especially on the wheels. There's just a lot of time to clean them up and make sure that they look right, so or the best that they can. And with these, they look phenomenal, and I don't have to touch them, so it's just awesome, dude. I don't know, I'm gonna work on getting a price on the baby rats, and then I have to redesign the rattlers, the ones you see on here, and this is awesome pull up, so hard. You see how much of a bite that is. That's a big, these are 68s, right? Like, that is a big jump, dude. Going up with a smaller tire, even a 60 may not make it up onto that. You know, definitely less than 60 is not going up on there, dude. Just gonna go underneath the rock. So I thought this was savage. We got a bite and twist it around. Here we go. Come on, dude. Here we go. Watch this. Come on. Look at this, dude. So freaking good. Oh my gosh, dude. If you hadn't noticed, dude, I love tiny trucks. I love doing stupid things with insane rigs. This is the most insane thing. Look at this, dude. I'm in a hole. Sorry, I'm going off of the camera. Don't really know what the heck is going on. Offset, off in the hole, dude. Rode the differential and the knuckle across the top of that rock, dude. Oh, so good. Let's go. Whoops. Sorry, I'm loud, dude. I'm so freaking excited. I'm so stoked. So I was saying I need to redesign the rattlers. I'll get those designed like the baby rats so that they can be printed now with no supports. They do look a little different because they're now finishing to the top, so they no longer have the textured outside, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. I think the texture kind of looks pretty cool sometimes. Like when you finish it, whatever. I think that like the roof, it looks. I think it looks really cool on the top of the Elites, you know. Anyways, so. But it's gonna finish that way. It's gonna have like a design, I guess, on there, and I think it's gonna look cool, and definitely gonna save me a lot of effort. Meaning that I can get that parts out that you guys bought, right? So that's an important thing. So that's part of the price, by the way, is that I can only do so much freaking work, you know, and. I kind of had a price, you know, in mind, like, okay, I can do this much work. It's just that there wasn't quite enough sales. Well, then I lowered the price, too many sales, and now I got too much work, and I wish I could make a little bit more money. So, you know what, dude? It's going to be all right. I appreciate you guys' support, and it's going to be freaking rad. So, this section over here, I love playing over here, dude. It's just so gnarly looking. Let's go, Maximus. So, man, I hope you guys are doing good. I have so much to share, so much going on, but I'm trying to just keep staying focused. I don't really have time to make videos and make the progress and try to get orders out that I need. So I'm trying to like be responsible and not just show off or not go out and film and whatever. And so trying to get everything, and I apologize to you guys that I am behind. So I'm going as fast as I can, and we'll get those things out to you guys as soon as possible. So this first one I just missed. I wasn't paying attention where my friend was going, and I fell into the hole. So it's one of those things, just I was bad angle. That's all right, dude. Here we go. Let's reposition. Now you can see the hole that I fell in. Now we're going to straddle it. Great job, Maximus. The greatest of all time. What else are we going to talk about, dude? So, restructuring of the Etsy site. So what I'm going to do from now on is that I'm going to try to reduce all the listings as possible, and so that it'll be something like Nick at MOFO. So where you would go and you would select, there will be some kits available. So you would go to kits, and then you would just, in the kits, there would be a description of all the kits, and then you would select the kit that you want. I think that's a lot better. So then, and then but then rails. So that if you want to build a rig, so you're going to be able to pick your rail, then you're going to be able to pick your skid. Then you're going to, and I'll have them listed so it'll be like rails, step 1, skid, step 2, right? And then so you can cage, step 3, and you can add your cage. I have a new cage option for your Slayer rails, at least the Slayer Pro. And so, but anyways, I think that's how we're going to do it. And, to be able to build your own. So just think I'll have some pre-packaged kits, and those pre-packaged kits might even have a predetermined color. I may only have a few colors just to help keep things simple and flow easily. So then if you want a different color, you would build it this way, and then that way you could I would understand the colors that you want. You would be able to determine where that they go. It would make a whole lot more sense, and it would help me keep track of parts. So that's kind of how we're going to do it. And then so we'll go, cages, add-ons, these type of things. Everything will be built up, and that's how we're going to do it. So that's what's coming. I'm just trying to get all of the rigs to be where they need to be in the redesigns or whatever, and that way it will be better. This was so dope, dude. I wish I would have just continued to go forward. I really wanted to turn up here and go up to the right, and I just made it look stupid. If I wanted to do that, I would have had to swing out to the left earlier to get my rear passenger to drop into the hole, not my driver. So that was the problem. And anyways, we pushed through, and I'm glad I did, because this, although you cannot see the Savage behind it, like dude. It's an angle, bro, on multiple angles. Like, oh my gosh, dude, holy crap. So phenomenal. So phenomenal, bro. Trying to show this thing off, like what it can do. I know I'm just like going off weird things, but to me, I think that's kind of like what does show it off. I did include my falls. There were a couple times where I did something stupid and I did not include that and just skipped over that. But most everything is in here, and maybe if I fell and I tried 3 times, maybe the second time didn't make the cut, just so it saves flipovers, right? Just saves time, it saves heartache, and these type of things. So it does make me obviously look better, but I showed you that I did fail, that it was hard, and that I did make it. That's kind of the point. So when you're trying obstacles that you never did before in a way that you never tried before, and it's all new in a rig that's totally, you know, absolutely beyond anything I've ever driven before, I'm learning all of it. And, you know, so there's, you know, we're going to have flip overs, dude, rip till you flip, you know what I'm saying? And we're filming on top of all that. So, you know, we're going to flip it over, bro. It happens. So we're going to go to the loo in a little bit and run gates. I don't know that I'm going to film or not. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I don't really have time to edit that video. So I probably not going to film today. I'm probably just going to go hang with the homies and practice gates. So, but I got videos that are needing to come out, which is why we got to talk about different things, show off different things. And, you know, so I want to be able to save editing time for that. So not going to shoot today with the homies. We're just going to go play. So that should be fun. Sorry I'm not going to include you, but you know what, dude? We got too much going on. You see what I'm talking about right there on the front skid? So freaking good, that back step up. So this was a crazy step down. My front passenger touches down too early, which is going to send the rear end to the cartwheel.
There you go.
So I did have a flip before that, but I'd already stacked up a few failures and flips, and I didn't want to include it. There's kind of a good ratio. You want to include some failures. Too many failures in a row, it's just not a good feeling, and you don't want to do that. So not just, I used to always do this in all my videos, not trying to show off slayers. It's just something that to make a good video, don't include too many failures, but it's a good idea to include some. It's a good thing. People need it. It makes for more interactions. There you go. At the same time, there's nothing wrong with showing off something that's, you know, pre-planned and totally controlled and reshot and practiced to make it look super duper de-duper. Nothing wrong with that. So this sucked. I did cut out a little bit here. I was just stuck and I wanted to get off. I knew I could get it, so I just kept fighting. Oh, it's so dumb, dude. Come on, bud. Here we go. Here we go. We got it. We got it. Finally, bro. Finally. I took out probably like 15 seconds there. It felt like eternity when I was editing. Come on. Here we go. Such a freaking gnarly line right there, dude. Oh, my gosh. I know it's nothing high, like... So a lot of the guys are on to run big angles and whatever, and that's fun. And you know, you do have to think like on the range or whatever. But that just comes down to like once the car is set up, it just comes down to a tire test. You know, like it's either gonna work or it's not based on tires. The rig is freaking badass. So you know, like when you have dirty tires playing on the range, it's not very fun. It's not gonna show anything off. It's just gonna slip around and you know be a pain in the ass. You know, but on rocks and stuff like this that you do have grip, you should have enough grip. You know, and up and down and sideways, and there's so much to think about. This is why I love this type of terrain. You know, like it's just constant obstacles, constant thought. You have to, you know, it's just so fun. Just whether you follow the leader or just if you have a set line or it's just go wherever. I love coming out here and just going wherever. You just, you know, try some things, and other times you're just going forward. Like this, I worked over here. I really wanted to go up the backside of this so freaking bad. I don't think I got it. I think I failed. It's such a gnarly just transition, dude. Like, so stupid. But I thought that it was, like, just all that right there was already so good. I would have come out of this, but my rear axle gets hung in the bush. And I just couldn't let it go. So again, dude, look at this entrance. So freaking crazy. I'm trying to come up and go back to the left is what I'm trying to do. Well, I would go up anywhere that it would let me, but the idea right there. So that's what I wanted to do. But now my rear end fell off. My driver tire fell off. In order to do this, you need to get the rear end over to the right farther, and then it would be fine. But I just keep kicking over, dude. And this right here, this is actually why I kept this in here. This is so savage, the position that this thing is in.
Freaking nuts,
oh my gosh.
dude.
And to come back from it was just so freaking rad. That was why I actually left it in there. Because I didn't make it. It's nothing cool. Just a fail. Just a fail. Maximus. Wah, wah, wah. Buddy.
Alright, we'll go this way, dude.
So I did actually back out of there. Now we're coming this way. This also. You see how I fell in that hole, dude? Oh my gosh. Skizzills.
Oh my god.
And then we're going to use the rear diff slider. Just slide it right up. Come on, guy.
Of course we didn't make it after we said that.
Come on, guy. We got it. It was like almost underneath. The tires were almost underneath it right there. Like beyond the front tires. The rear passenger driver was. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I love this stuff, dude. It's so good. Watch, here we go.
What, dude?
Let's go. So I'm running the 39 millimeter shocks. I should have said that a long time ago. I forgot about it. So I'm running 39 millimeter oil fill. These are Hobby Plus. Not that they're the greatest, but I had a set. They do work very well. They have a stiffer spring than like the Endura. They come with like the medium and then hard versus the Endura come with the soft and medium and hard. So there you go. There's that. So I had to kind of reposition the shocks from where I was. I originally was designing this running on 43s around Maximus. I love the 43s on the SCX24. I would probably still keep that potentially on the SCX24 axles. It works great, but going to the heavier axles, I just never have liked going 43s on FCX or 18P or any of these. I don't like the heavy axles with the double barrels. So I've always tried to do things to max out for the 39s. And that's what I did on here. So it looks like I'm going to need another hole in the front. And because I really like the way that it is. It's really controlled. But I'm missing a little bit of dropout. I really liked what the dropout that I had. I don't necessarily need all of it. It was too floppy with the 43s. But I think, again, this is a single tire touchdown and not quite enough throttle. Let's see. Can you get it, bud? Let's go. So anyways, I think I may have to modify the rail a little bit. Or I had to modify the rail to run these like this. I can show you how to do that if you want to do this. Again, if you're not running the X15s, I don't think that it's really necessary. I think that it was rad the way that it was. It does take a lot of attention because it has so much flex and dropout and craziness. But the 39 millimeter shocks definitely make it much more composed on these bigger axles. And landed it, dude. We on wheels. We on wheels. Heck yeah. So we're coming up on the end here, dude. But you know, so that would be one change. If anybody has X15s and wants to, whatever, you need the parts, you know, just holler at me. We'll get it all worked out. So it was my bad. I didn't know the X15s were that much different mounting, and then just the weight. You know, I didn't have them to be able to build a rig for them. So anyways, I think that it's super rad and can run just like this is super phenomenal, but I really want to get that extra little 3, 4, 5, 6 millimeters of dropout and really make sure that we can clean the top of the most savages, you know, top edges, you know. So this is a dope one, another dope one, another dopey. Just too many, bro. Just too many. I just couldn't stop driving, bro. I was waiting for the end of the pack, dude. We're coming up on it.
So much high.
Look at this.
Dude.
This turn up right here. By the way, we're running 12 tooth in the front. 12 tooth, which should be like 50% overdrive, I believe. Never did the math, but that's got to be right if the 13 is like a 30.
Too freaking good.
There you go, bro.
Dude. Oh my
Check it out. So good, dude. We're coming up on the end right here, coming down. I sure do appreciate you guys watching. Not that this is a crazy end. I just couldn't end it. It just looks too good. It's too freaking rad. Rip to your flip, homies.